everyone. Welcome to another interesting episode of my podcast. And my name is Adiola Oguntomi. Welcome to Jokes Apart. And today, as you can see, I'm with a special somebody. It's my papa from school, uni days. He's a Scrum Master, CCNA expert, and he lives here in the UK. We stay in the same environment. Let me put it that way. We stay in Manchester together, and it's been a switch ride with him. The reason why I invited him for this podcast because he has to be the one to talk about it. You know those people that you see their WhatsApp status and you be like, and you know they were in UK, they Islam UK there, but I got to know that it's not that Islam in UK. It's not like he doesn't want people to come to UK as much as possible. All of you come, but he's interested in you knowing the realities about living in UK before you leave Nigeria. It's not just about you making pounds. So today we'll be talking about the harsh realities of living in the UK, and I will allow my papa introduce himself.
Yes, everyone. My name is Aida Malakodri. And I'm here, like you said, to talk about the harsh realities of this very great country.
Is that very great country?
Yeah, it is a great country.
Yeah,
Anyway.
really, it's a great country. I think
It is a great country.
yeah, it's a great country. And one thing we are talking about here is that we're letting you know the realities of coming to the UK. Everybody wants to jackpot, everybody wants to, UK visa is kind of maybe the easiest right now because of the study route. And we'll be talking about all of the harsh realities. The sweetest thing is that you're earning pounds. The biggest money in the world.
Yeah, it looks sweet when you hear about pounds and
Yeah.
the conversion rate. But
Yes.
I wish it was just like that. It was just straightforward like that. Where you earn the money and just change it to pounds and just change to naira. Sorry, and you could have millions in a month. But
Yeah.
I wish it was just that
I think
straight.
the first thing we'll talk about is changing people that usually convert. For instance, if you're working 40 hours and you're earning 2k in a month, in your head, if you tell somebody in Nigeria that you earn 2k pounds in a year, in a month, and they just calculate it in the end, 2 million, over 2 million, forgetting that you have to pay tax, you have to pay all of those things.
Yeah, reality is that even when they say you're earning even when they say you're earning £2,000 here in the UK, it's not like at the end of the day you might just be having like 400 quid, like £400 spent to yourself.
Yeah.
And even with that, you still be struggling, to be fair. But we just talk about a lot of things, so people will get prepared. I'm not trying to discourage people from traveling. Yeah, it's a good life. It's a life where everyone is a bit sane, unlike where we came from, where we have to bustle and fight for everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's access to
true.
everything. But in this country, nothing is free, unlike our place where almost everything is free.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing is free up here.
And the tax here is 20%.
Yeah.
So imagine,
It's crazy. And
imagine you're
it's
earning
just 20% for the minimum wage. As soon as it's above that,
as soon as you're
above
that, yes.
when you're about 50 grand, it's about 40%, isn't that?
45%.
Wow, crazy.
So it's really
it's
crazy.
just-
Imagine you're earning of 55,000 pounds in a year, and they're taking 45% of it.
Hello.
Like it's really nothing.
It's just what it is.
I remember I was talking about my salary to my mom, and she was like, oh, Lani, yeah. In my mind, I'm like, do you know, if for example, you're earning 2k, you're paying 1k for house rent, you're paying
electricity
bills like
About-
200,
yeah,
you're
probably
pay,
200,
like
yeah.
you're paying council tax. That's
Yeah.
another crazy. Council tax,
Yeah.
I need to just
100.
dustbin.
100 plus, yeah.
Yeah, so
No, there's none for the dustbin. This is for security too. And yeah, for clean the environment for
Oh,
It's not
that's
just
true.
about.
In my head, it's just
It's not just
dustbin,
dustbin,
though.
it's
Though I don't
security.
pay council tax because I'm a student. But when I said council tax bill, I'm like 125.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
125, that's what
you
you
my
pay a month.
dustbin. I can just put it somewhere and put petrol and burn it. Oh, more, it's crazy. But I think. As we're talking about the harsh realities, one sweet thing that I've learned in UK is that it's a sane environment.
Yeah, it is same. You can say
Aside
that
the
again.
fact that it's a sane environment, is that it exposes you to so many things.
Yeah, the exposure is there. You can't deny that fact.
I love
Because
that.
everything seems to be straightforward, and as soon as you're not doing
Yeah.
it properly, you are seen as What's wrong with you, man?
Yeah,
You even
yeah,
understand you are segregated. You even understand that hey, what I'm doing is not right.
yeah.
You can't drive in the UK and take drive against traffic. You know that
True.
the
True.
punishment is not even like it's not like you
Yeah,
paying a
yeah,
fine. You might go to jail for that,
yeah. Another interesting
and they
thing
charge
I
you for
see.
suicide. You know.
Yeah, it's true. Another interesting thing I see is everywhere there's camera on the road for unlike class in Nigeria, that they will just allow you fuck up first
Yeah,
before they now find you. They will tell you that there's a camera here
yeah.
controlling this. So they
That's
do,
what you don't understand is this. Camera. Anywhere there's camera in this country, you
yeah,
must be informed. If you are not informed that
yeah,
there's camera there, then you can sue the
yes,
government and you get a lot of money
yeah,
off it. So
yeah,
it's just like that. And any organization anywhere, it's your camera is operating here. It's not that they're
yeah,
not trying to catch you; they're trying to warn you of it. If they don't tell you, you can sue the government for it.
yeah,
That's
true.
that's that's how it works
So
here. Anyway.
I think we should talk about when people are coming into the UK. What do you think is the step-by-step processes that they need to do before they come into the UK?
For me, mentally, you should be ready. See, I have a lot of
I've
friends.
cried so many times.
I have a lot of friends who had come in here and they had to go back to Nigeria because in Nigeria, it's just like this. You have your house, you have your maids,
Yeah,
you have
true.
people do things for you. You don't really go to do things for yourself.
Yeah, the
And
DIY in this country.
yeah,
Do it yourself is crazy.
and you understand, you have people do things for you, like
Yeah,
you don't even bother about your clothes, they get to wash it and
yeah,
everything
true.
gets sorted out that way. But when you come here, man, you might even have to cook for yourself.
Yeah, you have to cook for
Do you
yourself.
understand? And
The chef.
imagine someone who's a car dealer back in Nigeria
Yeah,
coming up here and they tell you that if you want to get job easily, man, you need to jump on care,
yeah,
on support. And when you jump on it, they are asking you to wipe someone's bums or all
yeah,
those kind of things and all those
yeah.
things you can't do for yourself in Nigeria.
In
You have to clean
Nigeria.
people's house, as a support
Yeah,
worker.
true.
You have to clean their house, before their house. They ask you to wash your toilet. And back in Nigeria, people wash your
A
toilet
big
for you.
boy.
Yeah, you're a big boy now. So those
Yeah,
harsh realities, yeah, you might not be able to withstand it. You just be walking and you crying.
that's true.
And this country, the funny thing about people who came in was that the standard they live in Nigeria is what they want to keep on living here,
Yeah,
and that's a lot of luxury. Yeah,
yes.
when
It's a
the
whole lot of love.
yeah the minimum rent you're supposed to pay is like 800 quid to 1 grand. Yeah,
Yeah,
and because you feel like this house is small, now this one being Nigeria, this more to
yeah, that's true.
4 flats very bad you can't no one bed. You're paying 2.5 for it. So back in 2.5,
Per
yeah.
month.
Yes, per month now, it's 2.5 luxury now.
Yeah,
And iṣẹ́ yẹn ìwọ tó ń ta mọ́tò, you're selling car in Nigeria now.
yeah.
So why imagine wá dé ìbàyẹ̀ wá fẹ́ máa
Come on, for it.
ó máa wá fọ̀dì. Wá fọ̀dì tán gbogbo owó yẹn kò wá ti tó sanwó ilé lásán.
It's annoying, yes.
And you feel you are rich, yeah? As soon as you start changing your naira you have in Nigeria back to pounds, bro, you are already getting you're
Yeah,
depreciating,
true.
you're losing value here.
Yeah, of course.
That's it. So
I think
if
sorry.
okay, go on.
I think another thing people need to consider when they are coming to UK is that where do you want to stay? If you are rich, if you want to stay in London, fine. Cost of living in London is probably double.
Yeah. It's a
If you are
lot.
living in Manchester, the cost of living is
high,
on
yeah.
the high side.
Yeah,
Unlike
yeah.
when you're staying in Hull, Sheffield, those other places. So if you know that you're not too boxed up, just look for schools. If you want to come through the student route, just look for schools. I think another thing I want to talk about is that everybody's always talking about school. School
Okay.
is not the only way to get into the UK.
Yes, but if you're asking them to take the other route, which is the tier 2 visa,
Yeah.
sponsorship visa,
Yeah.
the major sponsorship available in that route is the care route now.
Yeah.
So one need to be
Yeah, but if you're a nurse in Nigeria, I don't think doing care here would.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might even be lonely. In Nigeria, we have support systems in Nigeria. You can just stand up and go to your mom's, your grandma.
yeah. Everybody, friends, a lot of people,
Yeah, a
colleagues
lot
at
of
work.
people, yes.
There are a lot of parties you could attend in Nigeria and the likes, but
But
up here,
here,
no.
I might be available the date you're not available. I might
Exactly.
pick shift the day you're so
Everybody's working.
there's a rule that everybody is working.
You
And
pop up, let me now, Uncle, where we're bamming.
oh yeah, you never meet me at home.
That's just what it
Until
is.
moon shift no. So another thing I think you need to check is if you're coming in through student route, then you have to know the school you want to go to. You have to know the course I'm gonna pick up course that will be other than
Your life, oh, it's
that be
not.
other than your life, bro.
It's
You will
not. There's no competition
cry.
in education up here.
Yes,
Education here for the British citizens is almost irrelevant. Let me tell you
yeah,
the truth.
sure.
Yeah.
Most of them don't.
So most of them didn't go to school and they are working professionally at some level where you can't imagine. You can never imagine when they tell you that they didn't go to school and they are working here. You just say, "Wow." But that's what it is. That's the structure of this country.
Yeah, and know the city you're living in. You're living in London because everybody's always calling. You know Nigerians will say, Ibo London. They
Yeah,
just
yeah,
say
yeah,
you're going
yeah.
and you really want to stay in London. Cost of living in London
It's very, very high.
is very,
It's
very high.
capital.
Yeah.
So,
So if you are really boxed up from Nigeria, you can stay in London. Abi?
well, if you're advising, if you want to advise that,
Mm.
I wouldn't advise anyone
To
that way
stay in
anyway,
London.
because I don't believe, like they say, there's no rich and there's no poor up here. So even if you have to, if you are rich from Nigeria and you decide to come and stay here, you have to be stinkingly rich. You have to be a billionaire in dollars
Yeah,
or
true.
like real
Yes.
millionaire in dollars to be able to afford that kind of lifestyle
Yes.
you are
People stay in
portraying. So
London, oh,
yeah,
but they will
people do
not
stay
tell
in
you the
London. Yeah, yeah,
reality.
yeah.
Most of them will just take a house. 4 or 5 people will stay together
Do you understand?
because
Yeah.
renting an apartment in London is
It's
expensive.
expensive, especially for you that
Expensive.
are just coming in. So
Yeah,
you can
just
imagine
coming.
people who had lived here for a while even relocate from London
Yeah,
because of expenses. So why are you talking? That's just what it is anyway.
but if you stay in places like Hull, Sheffield, places like that, I think you still
Yeah, you'll be comfortable, yeah,
yeah
to
you
a
still be
reasonable extent
very
because
comfortable.
at least it's less pressure on you, the
Yeah.
bills and the cost of living.
That's about the steps. Check the school, check the environment, check that you have support system. When I came into this country, I had to stay with him for about 2 3 weeks. You need that support
You
system.
definitely
You
need.
need it because you're gonna cry. You're gonna cry to bed,
Yes.
man. So
People,
you
a
need
lot of people
support
believe that
system.
because they have money and they can just go on with it. They think they don't need anybody to support them.
Yeah,
Do
you
you
need
know?
support system.
Yeah, it
You
happens.
need that
But
support system.
that's why I insist when my loved ones when they come in, I say, bro, you can't stay on your own. You need
Yeah.
to start something with somebody, and that's why I advise everybody. It doesn't matter the amount of money you have. Don't do big boy.
You need you
You
need
don't
that
need
support
it. In
system.
this place, nobody's looking at you as a big boy or something.
Yeah,
Everybody's
you
living
need
their
that
life.
support
So
system.
just lay low. Yeah, we're not in Nigeria.
Yeah. Another question people ask me is if it's okay for them to come into the UK with their husband and their children, like their dependents, or it's just better for them to come alone and be sending the pounds to Naira. What do you advise?
We have disadvantage and advantage. But me, from best of my knowledge, yeah, if you are couples, I advise you come together because he eases a lot of pressure off you. When your dependent have to work for 40 hours and you just have 20 hours, you even if you come alone, you still pay the same bills. You still pay the same school fees. So why you come with him? So you earn more, so you'll be able to afford
Mm,
the
yeah.
the finances you need.
Even the Bible says two heads are better than one,
Exactly.
so
It's
it's just
obviously it doesn't
better.
even need to you don't even need to read the Bible before you know that two words. You don't even need to go to school before you know that two words are better than one.
Yeah, true.
So that's what. But for the children, talking about children is challenging. That's the most challenging for me because there's a lot of restriction when you have your children in here. You can't leave them,
Yeah.
so you might be restricted for work
And
and
there's
the
no
likes.
grandma that you can drop your kids with.
There's no
Yeah.
grandma, there's no grandma, and the daycare and the centers are very very expensive. You might be working for them. You might have to go to work so that you could pay the daycare. Is it worth it? Do you understand what I mean? It's not worth it now. It's not definitely not worth it.
I know people that have children and the husband permanently works night shift and the wife does morning shift. So most times they're not in the same,
They're never
they're
together.
never together.
So I don't
And the
know.
children are kind of, I won't say suffering, but they are feeling it because
Yes.
when the man is leaving, for example, people that work Amazon job, one is in 6 o'clock in the morning, the other one is finishing by 6. So you drag the children along with you and drop them with the father. Then father, you meet at the bus
Just
stop.
to understand that kind of lifestyle.
It's
So
very
I'm
painful.
sure it's not. I'm sure it's not what you really want to live. You don't. No one wants to live like that. I believe so.
Yeah,
No one wants
true.
to live like
But
that.
I still believe that if you're coming, come with your kids because
No, I'm not asking you to leave your kids.
I'm just saying that if people
Yeah,
are
you can't
coming,
leave your kids at home, but you have
don't get me.
that kind of life will happen for a certain period, and
Yeah, and you get over it.
along the line, you get over it because your children will obviously age and they'll be
Yeah,
fine. They'll be able to manage themselves. So as soon as you're at that level, I think you'll be enjoying them more because even bringing them along with you, you are giving them advantage to take the
Yeah.
citizen route,
Faster,
they are
yeah.
faster. So that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. Another crazy thing that I hate most about UK is the weather. What do you think about UK weather?
Yeah, the weather is very crazy. It gets very, very cold, like extremely cold. I'll give you a scenario. I was coming back from work and it was freezing outside, and I had to go to the fridge to get something to eat, and I felt the fridge was warm. Do you understand? I don't know. You can't imagine.
Yes,
The fridge
it's
was
even
warm
warmer.
compared to where outside. So
It's crazy. UK weather is
yeah.
something else. So crazy.
I see everything outside freezing.
Yeah. I think one time that I really got angry, that December time, Christmas time, I was going out to work and my entire hands,
You couldn't feel
even
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
even when I was wearing gloves,
Yeah.
like it was freezing.
Yeah, a lot of times I can't feel my hair.
Yes, it was
Can't
really,
feel your
it was
hair, so-
blocked. Like I cried that day. I called my mom. Like, I don't know if I need to
Yeah. You think it's never going to end. But how about when it gets that very warm? When it gets to about 40 degrees Celsius. You never witnessed it in Nigeria. 40 degrees
40
Celsius.
degrees.
It's
That's
burning.
another extreme thing.
It's burning. Everybody is like absolutely walking naked.
Yes.
You could say they're walking
almost
naked.
everybody
Yeah.
walking naked, yeah.
It's crazy. They are red hot. Like it's very, very. As a Nigerian, when I say it's hot, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
It's
really
hot.
I'm sure we don't get to 40
We don't.
degrees.
I'm not. I'm not. I don't witness that kind of.
Even the
extremely
burning
hot.
sun doesn't get to 40 degrees.
Yeah,
So
you understand.
it's-
So it's
the weather
hot,
is-
and it's hot to the extent that there's no air there's no air.
yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yes, like there's no. I get it. There's no hair. There's no fresh
air.
breath.
Yes, it's just
Everything's just.
everything just old, like you're in a room, no hair.
Ah man,
Yeah,
it's like
just crazy.
that timeless stuff that we usually watch in movie that they'll say your hair is about to.
Yes, exactly. Just no
Just-
air, and you're like,
And you're
wow,
just
what's happening?
existing.
What's happening? Be looking for ice everywhere.
Yeah.
The ice in the stores will run out
Yeah.
in hours.
The
And,
weather is really crazy.
yeah, it's crazy.
And that's why it's better. Those cold days, it's better to bring your wife or
Yeah,
bring your husband
yes,
because,
because,
man,
it's always very cool. Oh, when you come on, go back to you understand.
your bed, conju.
It happens as well. Yeah.
I used to wonder people that have their spouse here and they're in Nigeria.
Mhm.
Like you have your husband here and you're those people.
They have no choice anyway. It's what they signed up
Those
for.
people because men,
It's what they signed
especially
up
for
for.
men. Them more.
It's what they signed up for. They'll be fine. They'll be
If
fine.
your husband or your boyfriend is in UK and you're in Nigeria doing cold weather, please call them call them regularly. Another thing that I think I would like us to talk about is the job, the salary, the tax, because most people collect salary or they hear that you earn 2k. That's like the minimum 2k in UK,
The
and
minimum or the maximum? What do you mean?
like 2k per month. If you're on 40 hours and you're
2K per month minimum wage. Yeah, how much is
yeah,
that?
it's minimum wage.
24.
And that's like 24 in a year. Is that not the minimum wage?
Is it 24? I think it's lesser than that. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm telling you.
Okay, so let's say on the average, yeah.
even most times your take home is for the minimum your take home is 1516.
Oh, really?
For the minimum wage, yeah.
I'm a student.
Yeah, you,
so-
you don't pay tax. That's what,
No,
yeah.
I don't
It's-
pay
your take home
tax.
your take home is 1516 on minimum wage, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it is. It
In
is.
UK, if you're a student, you don't pay tax. I'm a student, so I'm not paying tax.
Yeah, so when your take home is about 1516 and you need to pay a house rent of 800 quid to one grand and
You have just 500 left.
yes, and you pay council tax, so you pay for internet, you pay for water and electricity,
Yes.
and you're on your own. Bro, it's not so.
Yeah,
so when
that's-
people say they don't have money, it's not like they don't work,
Yeah.
but
It's just that as
it's
they're
like-
making it.
and that's the structure of this place.
Yeah.
The whites understand that they spend what they earn. As soon as they earn, they spend it. They are not like us of the saving culture. You know, as a Nigerian, as soon as you don't save, you believe that you are poor. But they don't
They don't believe.
they don't believe like that. They just believe that when they work, they earn and
Yeah,
they
and
spend.
because it's better for them because if you want a car, you go car finance. If you want a house, you get mortgage, and you'll be paying.
That's
back.
what it is. But it's always crazy when they lose their jobs. They go bankrupt in
Yeah.
the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
So
That's
that's why I don't like. That's one thing about the system I don't like. I tell them every time that why won't I be able to save for backup? You understand?
Yeah,
I can't lose my job for a month and
Yeah, back to zero.
I'm homeless.
Yeah. you're basically homeless because
So
the landlord is collecting his income, his money, his rent per
per
month.
month
So
now.
if you don't
So
get to pay in a month,
yeah, you lose your house straight up.
so
So
what I was even trying to say is that I was having a conversation with my mom and I told her that this is what I mean. And she said, I do go away. Like when you convert that money that you're making in the abroad, when you convert it to naira, especially now that naira is devalued, you feel like you're making a lot of money. But imagine if you're making 2K and your take home is maybe 1.7 and your house rent is 7 to 800.
when you take 2K, 20% of 2K is 40. So when you say 1.7,
Yeah.
I know what I'm saying when I say you
Okay,
take
so like
1.6.
1.6.
Yeah, I know what I'm
I'm
saying.
sorry.
So it's
I
just
don't
perfect.
pay tax. So imagine you're getting 1.6 and your house rent is 1K or 800 for
800, yeah.
instance. 800 to 1K. And you have, let's say it's 800, you have just 800 left. And you pay council
You
tax
pay down that's 120.
120.
You pay your
You
internet,
pay internet
you pay
maybe 30. You
electricity
pay
and
water.
gas.
You pay local. And somebody in Nigeria is messaging you to say, Alpha bro,
Give me
now abroad you
100K.
dey, give me 100K.
They
Or
don't,
have you
they don't,
seen when you say something 20K and they be like, yeah, in UK.
I
When you're in
just,
Nigeria, say you're giving us 20K. I feel like in Nigeria, I usually say this thing that when you are making money in Nigeria, it's your ad earn money. But when you're working in the UK, it's your hardest earn money.
yeah.
Because
Everything you work for every money you make. Oh.
yeah,
No one wants to dash you money in the UK. No one.
nobody,
Ever since I came to the UK, nobody has given money like, bro, take this money. I dash
nobody.
you.
I cannot even give
You
anybody.
can't
So
dash.
I'm
You can't dash
sorry.
people money up here.
Because if I give you 20 pounds, I'm giving like 20 hours of my hard earned work.
2 hours, you mean?
So 2 hours of my hard earned work.
So it's just.
I'm sorry, I can't give you.
Is that tough? It's not.
Yeah.
Nobody. It's not that people are greedy or stingy in
Yeah.
the UK, but it is just the structure.
Yeah.
There's a structure, and we just have to follow it.
You have
It's
to
not our
follow
country
it.
where we when in Nigeria, if you can't save, that's why we say you are broke. Like, even if you are working and you know that there's salary, you say, so low me because
Yeah.
because you don't have savings.
Yes.
But up here, that's
But
lifestyle.
yeah,
That's lifestyle. So
that's
you
very
just need to
different. True.
set your. It's very difficult for you to save. Very
And the
very
kind of
difficult. You
work
have to be very
that we do here,
disciplined.
yeah, the kind of work I wanted you to mention, the kind of work that people do here.
Yeah, the kind of work we do here, we can't do it in Nigeria. So for a guy who's an auto dealer in Nigeria and comes up here and they say what work is available, and they tell you that it's care and support. I know for the first 1 or 2 months, you say, but as soon as
Strike you.
the bills setting and you're changing the naira you have to pounds, and you're changing millions to thousands just to sort bills in a month, and you understand that, bro,
True.
I need to start working then you go into it, you're very frustrated. I know a lot of people that cried because they are doing care and support. I had to clean, wipe bomb, I had to do all those ones because I had to clean people's toilet.
Imagine you a bank manager in Nigeria.
You understand? Cleaning people's room. People, what they used to do for you back in Nigeria, you're now doing it for people up
You
here.
have to clean people's house.
Yes, you clean people's house now.
Cleaning job, you pick some cleaning shift, you clean.
Yes, you
Come on,
scrubbing,
you
you
was
understand?
something that someone was
Doing for you back in Nigeria. So you feel very sad about that. But it's just what it is. And in this country, there's dignity for labor. Nobody will say you are cleaning.
Yeah,
Nobody will say you are a
nobody's looking
cleaner.
down on you.
Yes,
Sure.
because they believe it's your job and you are earning over the minimum wage. So you're okay.
Yeah.
As soon as you are earning minimum wage, everybody, even if you are doing, even to bank gota,
Yeah.
you are
It's work
fine.
and
It's job. Nobody's looking
down
down on you. That's what you are doing.
That's
That's
what's
the difference
good.
between this place and Nigeria. It's only us that is looking down on ourselves. So
Yeah, we are the one looking at the cleaning job because you go see in with the
yes, now you wears overall in the bus. You wear it on the road and go home with
We
it.
will still go and change.
Yes, you still can change now. Yeah, if you are doing care, you change
You
your.
can't change it, but
Okay,
they
come
don't
on, okay. They
mind.
don't mind. It's just their hobby. It's okay.
And there's this thing that people ask: is it right? Like, is it sweet for people to do care job? If you don't have the liver for care job, stay in Nigeria or stay in your lane. If you come here, you can do other jobs. If you are sure that you don't have the liver for it, because there are a lot of people that get into trouble. For my set, so many people when they just came in, rushed into a care job and
Okay.
they're in serious trouble. I know like 2 guys that are in serious trouble.
What kind of trouble is that?
Also, met error.
Oh.
All those, or you can't, like the one that happened that somebody went to go and steal money.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's still his client's finances and It's very crazy. You could go to jail for that.
Yeah.
You could
There's
get
a lot
into
of
trouble and
things.
going to jail for med errors too. So when you want to do it, you have to be dedicated. Anything you want to do in this country, you're dedicated to it,
The major thing I'm going to
especially
take out,
care and support.
yeah, from this podcast is, if you are relocating, be mentally prepared. Be sure that there are days that you're going to cry. You will cry for nothing.
If you are
Cry
mentally
for
prepared,
weather.
if you are mentally prepared, you might not even cry. You might
Have you
just
cried before?
I didn't cry.
I've cried.
I didn't cry anyway because
I've
to be
cried.
fair, I was mentally prepared, and that was thanks to my parents anyway. My daddy used to travel back in his days when he was hustling.
Okay.
So he had told me that, bro, this is not Nigeria, and you have to do anything new. So immediately I just came here, I just said any job, I'll jump on it. So and I got
I
here.
cried. I cried
just
for the
jumped on it.
weather. I cried when my husband will not be at home. I cried when you have to pick. You know, in Nigeria, you do 5 hours and you're going home.
Yeah,
You have
that's
to
it.
pick 10-hour shifts.
Yeah.
Imagine you're working for 10 hours. I'm a student. So
12 hours, man.
yes,
12
I
hours.
get to work 20,
Imagine.
20 hours per week. So I just go 2 days. I do 10. Imagine you're working for 10 hours. That's why people get depressed. when
Yes,
they come.
imagine you are working for 12 hours and you have to do it for 8 days straight.
Ah!
8 days, you understand? Yeah, I've been in that situation. I have to do it.
Yeah.
So
I'm leaving 20 hours.
I just summoned my courage. He kept going. Like the first day, I was like, I'm going to do this for 8 days. Then first day, second day, I said, it's 6 days left. Then till the last day, you understand? So I was just pushing it, and I just had to be a man. I was consoling myself. It wasn't easy anyway. It wasn't like
I think
you don't think
teach
about
you
it.
how to be strong.
You have to
Even
be
if you
strong.
don't know that.
You have to be strong, and you have to be structured. You have to be structured. You have to be sane at every point in time. You can't say you have to follow
You have to make money
or risk
every
entry.
day. So imagine you don't work for 5 days.
In UK only share 5 days. Power, if you leave the one.
As in, if you're not on leave and you don't work for 5 days, then the first week, maybe you're working for agency. Agency will not give you job. The next year,
Well,
let pay us rent.
Voilà, damn, that's so it's very challenging
So you
up
have to
here.
work.
Those are the challenges up here. You have to work.
Yeah.
And don't let anybody tell you that as soon as you come, that you share why, bro, you still search for job. That kid that you say, oh, fishing and fishing, you still search for it. You will still do interview for it. They will still reject you. Unfortunately, it's not. They know
It's not like it's automatic.
it's not automatic. It's not that I share for. I call she care. No. It's not like that. Oh, it's not like that, man.
So when you're coming to the UK, especially,
Be mentally ready
Be
for
mentally
everything,
ready.
and pray to God. So pray to God. Some people are in the UK and they don't get jobs for 3 months.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Yeah, I was very lucky. I got, was it 4 weeks or 3 weeks? Yeah,
I think mine too was in 3 weeks.
I got agency job. And just moved on from it. So it's just what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is. Thank you.
You're welcome, baby.
Thank you for coming. See you guys. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's very important.
Yes,
Please
subscribe to our
subscribe
YouTube
to
channel.
this channel.
Make your comments, like,
Yeah.
and repost the videos.
Yes,
Share
please
it
do
everywhere,
repost it. And please do comment
Yeah,
on this
comment.
video too. Let's know what you feel about this.
Yeah.
Encourage us to do more, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Papa, for coming.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Bye.